I want to talk about the BFS stuff
Woo.
before we close it down. Just we're going to glaze the surface. I want to kick this one off because man, I remember people when I on my YouTube, people started talking about BFS. This is a couple years ago. I was like, what are they talking about? What is BFS? And they were like, it's bait finesse system. I was like, what do I need that for? And then I actually was like really upset about it at first. I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. It's like I got a spinning rod. Why do I need a bait caster to do what my spinning rod does? And so I don't know. I don't feel like anybody in the US has done a really good job of marketing and telling us what BFS is for. I know for us in the bass fishing world, I don't think that's the target audience. I could be, you can correct me on wrong if I'm wrong for that. But it's like competitive bass fishing guy. I don't think that's really the audience for it. After like talking to buddies and talking to a couple of you guys at Cascade, I can't remember if it was RJ or if it was you that I talked to. We talked about this for in length one day. But the BFS stuff is very good for people that fish. Maybe you fish ponds that have a lot of little fish in them. Um, I know I got a pond I take my boys to, chock full of fish, but they're all like this. Usually when I'm on my stories, if you see me holding up a lot of bass like this, I sit right down the road. I take my son there,
Mm.
and it's almost like BFS is another option. It's almost like I feel, and I'm telling my opinion here. This is not anything. Don't take this as truth. It's almost like a commodity product. It's a fun thing. It's like those Can-Am things that people drive. There's three wheels, the two things out front and one wheel in the back. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed
Hmm.
to be a different perspective on fishing. And somehow I feel like that messaging and that branding got lost when it was brought to the US. Because me as a competitive angler, I look at that and I'm thinking, I don't, dude, I got this. And then if it's too small, then I'll just use my ultralight setup. And that's not the point. The point of the bait finesse system is to have a different way to fish places that are really tough. They may be kind of, this is a very terrible way to communicate this, but maybe for places that they just suck a little bit. They got little fish, and it can be even with the spinning rod. It just gets boring. Who wants to pick up this every single day of their life and throw little bitty things on? It's the same thing over and over. And so now I appreciate the fact that BFS systems give us some variety and another choice to use for fishing. But that's just my personal take on it after setting back and looking at this.
If you found this clip from Straight Up Fishing School helpful for you at all, I'd love to have you in the group of anglers that we have within our school. This is a great place for you guys to learn the best gear, the best places, the best techniques to help you catch more fish. Fishing actually isn't as hard as you may think it is. You just got to understand a few fundamental principles to help you catch more fish. Check the link in the description box of this video or the comment section. Click on it, join the group. Fishing is going to be a lot more fun when you understand the very simple truths to help you catch more fish.